Hold on. Did you know there's a secret December planting window that most gardeners completely miss? While your neighbors are winterizing their beds, you could be setting yourself up for the most abundant spring harvest you've ever seen. I'm about to reveal 20 budget-friendly crops that actually thrive when planted this month, and number 14 changed everything for me. But here's the catch. You've only got weeks left to get these in the ground. Hey there, garden friend. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, where we prove you don't need deep pockets to grow incredible food. If you're new here, you've just stumbled into your new favorite corner of YouTube. We're all about practical, wallet-friendly tips that actually work. I'm so glad you're here. Now before we dig in, and trust me, you'll want to take notes on this one. Do me a quick favor. Smash that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Seriously, this channel is growing like wild mint, and I don't want you missing out on the game-changing content coming your way. Plus, it's completely free, and it helps this little gardening community flourish. Alright, let's get our hands dirty. So here's what most people don't realize about December gardening. While everyone else is sipping hot cocoa and ordering seed catalogs, the smartest gardeners are already in their garden beds, which is getting a massive head start on next season. And I'm not talking about complicated greenhouse setups or expensive equipment. I'm talking about simple, straightforward crops that laugh in the face of cold weather and reward you with harvests when spring prices are sky-high at the grocery store. Today, we're covering 20 incredible options that won't drain your wallet, and I promise you'll discover at least 5 things you never knew you could plant right now. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's transform your December into the most productive planting month of the year. Crop 1. Garlic. First up, garlic, specifically hardneck garlic. This is the perfect month to plant it because it needs the cold to form big, healthy bulbs. Just pop the cloves 2 inches deep, pointy side up, about 6 inches apart, and let winter do the work. By next summer, you'll harvest full bulbs that cost pennies to grow. And don't forget the bonus. Those curly garlic scapes in spring, they're edible and delicious, like a free extra crop. 1 clove becomes a whole bulb, making garlic one of the smartest crops to plant now. Crop 2. Broad beans. Next up, broad beans, also known as fava beans. These frost-tough plants don't just survive winter. They improve your soil by fixing nitrogen as they grow. Plant them now about 2 inches deep and 4 inches apart, and you'll be harvesting fresh beans in early spring while everyone else is just getting started. The young beans are tender and great for salads or light cooking. They also produce beautiful flowers that attract tons of beneficial insects, especially bees. And if you let a few pods dry on the plant, you'll have dried beans for winter dishes. 1 plant, multiple uses, and better soil for next season. Crop 3. Spinach. Spinach is your December secret weapon. Cold weather actually makes the leaves sweeter and more tender, so winter is the perfect time to grow it. Pick cold hardy varieties like Winter Bloomsdale, Cold Hardy, or Giant Winter. Scatter the seeds about 1 inch apart, cover lightly with soil, and keep the area moist until they sprout. Once established, they're low maintenance and surprisingly tough. You'll harvest fresh greens all winter, no need for overpriced store spinach. And because spinach is cut and come again, you can pick the outer leaves and let the plant keep producing for months. Crop 4. Onion sets. Onion sets, baby onions, are perfect for December planting. They're cheap, easy to grow, and only need to be pushed into the soil with the tip showing, spaced about 4 inches apart. Planting them now is smart because they spend winter building strong root systems. When spring arrives, they take off fast, giving you full-size onions by late spring or early summer, long before spring planters see results. You can also harvest the green tops in late winter for salads and garnishes, then let the bulbs mature later. 2 crops from 1 planting, for just pennies each. Crop 5. Kale. Kale is tough as nails, and planting it in December actually improves its flavor. Frost makes the leaves sweeter and less bitter. Cold hardy varieties like Winterbore, Darkabore, and Red Russian can handle freezing temperatures with no problem. Plant the seeds about 1/2 inch deep, keep them moist until they sprout, and you'll see leaves forming within weeks. The best part? Kale keeps producing all winter and into spring. Just harvest the lower leaves and the plant will keep growing from the top. It's a long-lasting, nutrient-packed crop that gives you months of fresh greens for almost nothing. Crop 6. Peas. Garden peas thrive in cool weather, which makes December the ideal time to plant them. They'll grow through winter and be ready to harvest in the perfect cool spring temperatures before heat slows them down. Choose snap peas or snow peas so you can eat the whole pod. Plant seeds an inch deep and 2 inches apart along a trellis or simple support. They love to climb and won't take up much space. Fresh spring peas are sweet, crisp, and completely different from store-bought. They also fix nitrogen, improving your soil as they grow. A small packet of seeds can give you pounds of peas, saving you money and giving you plenty to enjoy fresh or freeze for later. Crop 7. Lettuce. Lettuce is perfect for quick, continuous harvests, especially with cold-tolerant varieties like Arctic King, Winter Density, or Rouge de Hiver. They handle winter temperatures surprisingly well. You can sow seeds densely for baby greens in a few weeks or space them about 8 inches apart for full heads. Either way, you get fresh, crisp lettuce without store prices or slimy bags going bad in the fridge. For a steady supply, a succession plant every 2 weeks. A small row now, another in mid-December, another in January. You'll always have lettuce at different stages of growth. Home garden varieties offer way more color and texture than store greens, and one cheap packet of seeds gives you hundreds of plants. Continuous harvest, low cost, and tons of options. Quick pause, are you enjoying these tips? If you are, hit that like button so more gardeners can find this video. And tell me in the comments, which crop are you excited to try this month? If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We've got more guides, tips, and tutorials on the way, and I don't want you to miss any of it. Alright, let's dive into the next crop. Crop 8. Arugula. Arugula, also called rocket, is a fast-growing, cold-tolerant green that adds a bold, peppery flavor to winter salads. It germinates quickly, often in just a few days, and you can start harvesting in 3 to 4 weeks. Cool weather keeps it tender and prevents it from turning bitter. Just scatter the seeds, cover lightly, and let it grow. Arugula is part of the brassica family, so it's packed with vitamins and nutrients. And the best part? It's a gourmet green that costs a lot in stores, but a single cheap packet of seeds will give you pounds of fresh leaves for salads, pizzas, pastas, and even homemade pesto. Crop 9. Radishes. Radishes are the ultimate quick-win crop, and winter varieties like black Spanish, China rose, and watermelon radish thrive when planted now. They grow slowly through the cold months, giving you crisp, flavorful roots all winter. These radishes are bigger and store far better than the small red ones. Some can last for months in the fridge. Plus, their roots naturally break up compacted soil as they grow, improving your garden bed for spring. Plant them about ½ inch deep, thin to 2 inches apart, keep them watered, and they'll take care of themselves. They're inexpensive, fast, and even the greens are edible. A simple, reliable crop with great returns. Crop 10. Carrots. Carrots planted in December develop incredible sweetness. Cold weather turns their starches into natural sugars. Choose short, stout varieties like Parisian, Chantenay, or Oxheart for heavy soil, or longer types like Nantes for loose soil. Sow seeds about ¼ inch deep and keep them consistently moist until they germinate. They take patience to sprout, but the payoff is huge. Carrots store well in the ground with mulch, giving you fresh, crisp roots all winter and into spring. You can even grow unique colors: purple, yellow, or white for a fun, homegrown rainbow. Crop 11. Cilantro. Cilantro struggles in warm weather, but December planting in perfect cool conditions keeps it growing slowly, giving you fresh leaves for months. Scatter the seeds about 1 inch apart, cover lightly, and keep moist. Harvest outer leaves first, and the plant will keep producing. If left to bolt in late spring, it provides coriander seeds and attracts beneficial insects. One cheap packet of seeds gives months of fresh cilantro, saving money and delivering far better flavor than store-bought. Crop 12. Turnips. Turnips are a productive, underrated crop. Both the roots and greens are edible, giving you 2 harvests from one planting. Varieties like Purple Top, White Globe, and Hearty grow quickly in cold weather, 45 to 60 days. Sow seeds about ½ inch deep, thin to 3 to 4 inches apart, and keep moderately watered. Young greens are great for salads, mature greens for cooking, and roots can be eaten raw or roasted. They store well in the fridge or a root cellar. Turnips also help break up heavy soil while growing, making them a smart, multitasking, budget-friendly crop. Crop 13, parsley. Parsley is a cold weather champion and perfect for December planting. Flat leaf, Italian parsley is best for cooking, while curly parsley works well as a garnish. Soak the seeds overnight, plant about 1/4 inch deep, and keep moist. Germination takes 2 to 4 weeks, but once established, harvest outer leaves to encourage continuous growth. One plant can provide fresh parsley for months, packed with vitamins A, C, and K. Grow your own and skip the wilted, expensive store bunches plus, let it self-seed, and you'll have parsley for years. Crop 14, collard greens. Collard greens are cold weather champions that get sweeter after frost and keep producing all winter. Varieties like Champion, Morris Heading, or Georgia Southern are hardy and disease-resistant. Plant seedlings or transplants about 18 inches apart. They'll start producing harvestable leaves within a month. Harvest lower leaves, and the plant keeps growing from the top, giving months of fresh greens. Nutritionally, collards are packed with vitamins K, A, and C, plus calcium and fiber. They're versatile in cooking or smoothies, and starting from seed costs just pennies for months of food. Crop 15, mustard greens. Mustard greens are fast-growing, cold-tolerant, and add a spicy, peppery kick to winter meals. Varieties like Red Giant, Mizuna, and Southern Giant Curled offer color and flavor for salads, soups, stir-fries, or cooked greens. Scatter seeds about 1 inch apart, cover lightly, and water occasionally. Harvest outer leaves first, and the plant keeps producing from the center. High in vitamins A, C, and K, mustard greens are nutritious, productive, and an affordable way to add variety and flavor to your winter garden. Crop 16, broccoli. Broccoli works surprisingly well for December planting in milder climates or with basic cold protection. It needs a long, cool season, making winter the perfect time to establish seedlings for a spring harvest. Varieties like Calabrese, Waltham, and Desico are reliable and cold-tolerant. Space plants about 18 inches apart. One plant produces a main head plus side shoots for weeks, giving multiple harvests. Homegrown broccoli is sweeter, more tender, and far more nutritious than store-bought. Packed with vitamins C, K, and folate, it's an affordable, high-yield crop from a tiny investment. Crop 17, cabbage. Cabbage thrives when transplanted in December. Slow growth in cool weather makes winter cabbage sweeter and more tender than fast-grown summer varieties. Varieties like January King, Early Jersey Wakefield, Savoy, and Danish Ballhead offer frost tolerance, tenderness, and long-term storage. Transplant seedlings about 18 inches apart and keep them watered. They'll form heads through winter for a spring harvest. One plant produces a 2 to 5 pounds head, perfect for multiple meals or fermenting into sauerkraut. Homegrown cabbage is far more flavorful and versatile than store-bought, and very inexpensive to grow. Crop 18, Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a winter garden superstar, colorful and cold-hardy. Varieties like Bright Lights, Rainbow Mix, and Fort Hook Giant provide continuous harvests and stunning visual appeal. Plant seeds about 1 inch deep, thin to 6 inches apart, and harvest outer leaves to keep the center growing. Both leaves and stems are edible, packed with vitamins K, A, C, magnesium, iron, and fiber. Chop stems and leaves separately for cooking, or use them in soups, sautés, omelets, or fermentation. Swiss chard is both nutritious and ornamental, a vibrant, productive addition to any winter garden. Crop 19, leeks. Leeks are the mild, sweet cousin of onions and perfect for December planting. They need a long growing season 4 to 6 months but reward you with thick, tender stems by late spring. Varieties like American Flag, King Richard, and Giant Musselburgh are cold hardy. Start seeds indoors or direct sow, then transplant into trenches or deep holes, gradually hilling soil around stems to blanch them for tender, mild flavor. Leeks enhance soups, stews, quiches, and roasted dishes. One packet of seeds produces dozens of leeks, making them an inexpensive, high-yield crop that stores well in the ground or fridge. Crop 20. Chamomile. Chamomile is a gentle herb perfect for December planting, giving you delicate flowers for homemade tea. German chamomile is annual and self-seeding, while Roman chamomile is perennial. Scatter seeds on prepared soil, press lightly, and keep moist. They sprout in 1 to 2 weeks, and flowers are ready to harvest in a couple of months. Dry them for tea with a sweet, apple-like fragrance. Chamomile also attracts beneficial insects, supporting your garden's health. It's an easy, multifunctional herb beauty, wellness, and garden support all in one. And there you have it, friends. 20 incredibly productive crops you can plant this December without breaking the bank. From garlic that practically grows itself to chamomile that soothes your soul. These options prove that winter doesn't mean your garden has to sleep. In fact, some of the best gardening happens when most people have given up for the season. Now here's my challenge to you, and I'm serious about this. Pick at least 3 crops from this list and get them in the ground this week. Don't just watch this video, nod along, and then do nothing. Actually take action. Seriously, don't wait. December is slipping away faster than you realize, and these plants are counting on you to give them their cold weather head start. The longer you delay, the less time they have to establish before spring. Think about it. For the cost of maybe one meal at a restaurant, you could have seeds for multiple crops that'll feed you for months. That's the kind of investment that makes sense no matter your budget. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to Earthly Gardening and that notification bell is turned on. We've got amazing content coming that'll keep your garden thriving all year long. Seed starting guides, companion planting strategies, pest control without chemicals, harvest preservation techniques, all designed to help you grow more food while spending less money. Drop a comment and tell me which crop you're planting first, or share your own December gardening wins. I genuinely love hearing from this community. You all inspire me with your creativity and dedication to growing your own food. What challenges are you facing? What questions do you have? Let's help each other succeed. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Your support means everything, and I'm genuinely grateful you chose to be here. Now get out there, get those seeds or transplants, get planting, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy gardening, everyone.